How you doing? So we finally got our rank rewards when it comes to Summer's Fest. It only took them 3 whole days to give us the rank rewards. And really it's unfortunate because it already left when it comes to the completed stuff. Perhaps that's what Kabam wanted. We don't do not see the data. I don't know, but it's really unfortunate because it would have been a lot easier to figure out the data when it comes to my score and my rank. And definitely more accurate. Perhaps I should have done it. Partly my fault. I should have took a screenshot when it was over when it comes to my points wise. But I do have points, and they're gonna be pretty close to accurate anyway. So it's not like a very big deal. So I really want to know is how many points did we really score when it comes to the Summers Fest, right? Because 2 months ago I made a video. I guaranteed we were gonna hit 38 billion points, and that my prediction was actually 50 billion points. Okay, so I guaranteed 38 billion points. If you don't believe me, we'll take a look at a video I made in the past to prove to you. So we actually got over 56.7 billion points, but that's obviously because Kabam gave us a lot of compensation when it comes to Summer's Fest points. Perhaps that to cover their tracks, how bad the event was. But looking at the data, I don't think it was that bad at all. So before I do, let's take a look at that video when I meant earlier, what I said earlier. So this was me 2 months ago, guaranteeing that we were gonna hit 38 billion points, and I actually predicted 50 billion points. So let's go watch the video. I'm just gonna be the first person to tell you. If not, I don't know, maybe I am or not, but I can tell you right now, we are guaranteed to hit the final milestone, which is 38 billion points. Okay, we're guaranteed to hit that. I predicted we were guaranteed to hit the final milestone in the banquet, and we did hit the final milestone. And what did Kabam do? They added more milestone. So I do predict that's what's gonna happen here when it comes to uh, Summoners Fest. I do predict that they're likely going to add more milestone to this once we hit 38 billion mark. But there is one big problem, and I'm just going to tell you that right now, is when it comes to the minimum points of 285,000, we still don't know how to get that amount of points. At least I don't know how to get that amount of points, okay? But if, assuming not a billion, a million people will be playing MCOC, and everybody will able to hit the minimum of 285,000. Okay, 285,000. That's a total, if my math is correct. That's 280. Okay, so I stopped the video. If you want to watch the full video, it's in my channel. So basically, as you heard, I guaranteed we were gonna hit 38 billion points, and I actually predicted that we're gonna get 50 billion points. And this is without, of course, the compensation that Kabam gave us when it comes to adding more points to the Summers Fest. Personally, let's just show you what we got. As you can see here, the community scored a total of 56.7 billion points. Personally, I think it's a little high. I'm a little bit skeptic if Kabam added points to this, secretly, because they are known to add points, without telling us secretly. They did that when it comes to the Crystal Realm event, and then they did that in the Battle Realm event. So I'm very skeptic that we scored this high without them secretly adding points just to make it look good for their company. I don't know. Uh, so I also predicted not only that we were guaranteed 38 billion points, I said they were going to add more milestone to it. So like similar to the, what is it called? So similar to Crucible Revert, I was predicting that we're guaranteed 30 billion points, that predicted we're going to get 50 billion points, and that they were going to add more milestone to it, just like they did when it comes to the Crucible. But in this case, when it came to the Summoners Fest, unfortunate they didn't add more rewards, which is unfortunate. Maybe because they just didn't want me to be right as usual, or they just because they diluted the points so much. They gave us so much points when it comes to the Summoners Fest that they couldn't added more milestone. It's probably one of those for sure. It's really unfortunate though that they didn't give us extra milestone. So let's look at some data. Something else to note. I was so sure that we're gonna hit 38 billion points. Like I said, I guaranteed it. What else? What I was gonna say, but towards like in the middle, maybe not even the middle of this event, I was like, if I was a betting man, I was, we weren't gonna hit 38 billion points without the points Kabam gave us because it was so bad. Like there were so many things I was not expecting to happen in this thing. Obviously the bugs, it was so bad when it comes to the bugs. And then Kabam added what? The MCOC Poker and Dimensional Arcade, which had nothing to do with Summoners Fest. So that took people's time. And then obviously when it comes to Incursion, they nerfed the hacks to the ground and they limit the hacks for single players for some reason. So that really just reduced our points so much because of all those situations. And I think just following the data, we still, uh, I think very good chance that we still hit the 38 billion points without the points Kabam gave us. Perhaps I should have just made a condition because I've said it in the past when it comes to MCOC. When I say I guarantee, like I guarantee there'll be Thronebreaker crystals. And for some reason, Kabam doesn't want me to be right. I don't know, but they skipped Thronebreaker crystals and they called it Paragon crystals for some reason. But I said it in the past, we will have like Thronebreaker, which is obviously not Thronebreaker, it's Paragon. We will have Paragon crystals. This was obviously before Paragon crystals came out. With the exception of, I guaranteed it that we were gonna get it as long as the game was like, MCOC doesn't go out of business. But definitely, when it comes to the so much bugs in the game, I should have just made that condition. Like, but then again, that's kind of silly for me to do because there's only two guarantees in life. Okay, there's that and there's bugs when it comes to MCOC. So it's like it's really just unfortunate. It is what it is. So let's look at some data. So I believe some people got 55,000 points extra when it comes to the Summoners Fest rewards, but it's so weird because as you could see here, I don't know, like a couple of my accounts got the plus 10,000. I believe two or one of them got 10,000 accounts, 10,000 points, but some of them, this when it comes to Pawns Academy, I didn't get it for some reason. As you could see here, when I go to the extended server issue correction, I don't have it, and when I claim it, I don't get that extra 10,000 points. Why? I don't know if it's a bug that was intentional or not. It is what it is, which is unfortunate. So let's look at this is my pay to win account, this is my rankings, and this is my score. Pretty much close to what my score is. It's probably close to about 60, 68,000 points. What I finish when it comes to my pay to win account. So this is my highest score and this is my highest rank as well. This is my free-to-play account. I ranked 279,793. This is my score. Or as you could see, this is accurate because the time has expired. It's 55,460. This is when it comes to my one of my new accounts. I ranked 337,298, and my score is probably about close, obviously about 45,000 when it comes to the Summoners Fest, and this is my ranking. So this is my my newest account, Realistic New Account Challenge. As you can see, there's just uh I rank 596,656. So even if I was last place, that would be that many people participated or accounts participated in the 2 month event. So by the way it looks, obviously I'm not going to be last place when you look at my score. But what is this? When it comes to the rankings, it looks like there's about anywhere from 600,000 to 700,000 people that participated when it comes to Summoners Fest, and you kind of get an idea how many people are playing MCOC as well, and those 2 months. So this is my score. I believe I did get 7,500 points when it comes to Summoners Fest reward. Um, so if you're not logging every day for this event, you're not going to get all the points. As you could see, I only got roughly about 15,000 points when this event was over, probably closer to 16,000. So I know, so I'm pretty much very, very low in the bottom because I just came back to the realistic new account challenge during the Rebirth Crystal event. So that's why my points are so low. And Kabam also only gave me about 7,500 extra points as well. And I did pretty much just the super daily events to get the points I have now. So from this, you know, from here, looking at all the datas, you know, I can't really say which is the most accurate one, but you can see I got, this is pretty much the most accurate I think I can say. As you can see, I have 5,460 points. This is my ranking. So it's really hard to say exactly how many points Kavam gave us. Definitely towards like this, pretty much all my accounts though, except the last one, the newest one. I got more points the, from Kabam's compensation than I did in the game. So which is pretty crazy. So if I had to give a mark, like a confidence interval, how many points Kabam gave us, I would say it's with 99% confidence interval when it comes to Kabam, how many points they gave us. I would say it's between 10 billion to 20 billion points. So yeah, so but I would say with 95% confidence interval, it's around 12 billion to 18 billion points. So even if we increase the margin of error to 18.7 billion points, that we would have still hit the 38 billion milestone with a 95% accuracy. So very likely we hit the 38 billion points, which is pretty crazy. With all the things that was going on in the game when it comes to the bugs, uh MCOC Poker and Dimension Arcade being part of the game as well, which had nothing to do with Summoners Fest. And then you have nerfing the hacks to the ground when it comes to incursions, as well as limiting the hacks for single players. After all those things, we still a very good chance we hit the 38 billion points. That's why I did say, as you heard from earlier, that that's why I guaranteed 38 billion points and that I predict 50 billion points even without the points that Gavam gave us. But obviously, because of the situation with the bugs and all the other things in the game, that oh, we didn't get to 50 billion points without Kabam's help, so which is unfortunate. So there you go. That's it. Let me know what your rank is and what your score for the Summer Fest. This will help us get a better idea what the data tells us. Thank you.